Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason. Superheroes are pretty awesome, right? We thought so too, so we decided to go into the science of it, because many superheroes have a lot to do with radiation.
Well, we learned that everything we thought was awesome about the movies is completely wrong. We did learn a lot about what is actually right about the movies.
We went into detail on Hulk, Spider-Man, and Iron Man, explaining what are true sciences and pure myths of their story.
So, without further ado, our first superhero is Hulk.
Good play, good play. What? Foul?
Fantastic acting, Jason.
Well, thank you, sir.
So, for all of our audience members who secretly want to become a giant green killing machine, how exactly did your character become the Incredible Hulk?
Well, in the movie, my character was subject to extreme doses of gamma radiation, which turned me into the Hulk whenever I became angry.
And this is because of the gamma ray's ability to rip through your DNA molecules?
Well, yes, but in reality, this much exposure to gamma radiation most likely would cause cancer or death.
And what exactly does the hulking size come from?
Well, science fiction uses Einstein's equation E equals mc squared to justify his growth. It says that by adding energy from the gamma radiation, mass also increases. Because gamma radiation has such a high frequency, and because of the high exposure, his strength and size dramatically increase.
So all this becomes the giant Incredible Hulk from the gamma radiation, but in real life it would most likely cause cancer or death. So what you're telling me is that it's better just to buy a Hulk costume and lift a lot of weights?
Yes, I am, sir.
Well, thank you for being on the show. We certainly appreciate your appearance.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, go! Nice. Oh man, what was that? Oh, spider bit me.
As demonstrated in Spider-Man, Peter Parker is bitten by a radioactive spider, giving him more strength, more agility, and the ability to shoot webs out of his wrists.
A lot of this may appear phony, but in real life, scientists have proved many of Spidey's stunts possible.
For example, silk has been proven to be proportionally stronger than steel, giving it the ability to hold up a person.
Also, real spiders swing from their webs, just as Spider-Man swung from building tops.
It's certainly possible to be agile and strong, and also possible to get bitten by a radioactive spider, but they aren't at all related to each other.
If Peter Parker actually were to develop spider-like qualities, the spider would need to disperse its DNA to every single one of his cells in order for his qualities to take over in Peter. So in real life, if someone were bitten by a radioactive spider, they'd most likely experience a rash, itching, or something like that. Also possible would be death. So for our next superhero, Iron Man. It's been a while since I was in front of y'all today. I guess I'll just stick to the cards this time. So there are 3 types of radiation: alpha, beta, and gamma. You know that there are no libraries in Wisconsin?
Hey, stick to the cards, man. Stick to the cards.
You know, the truth is, I am Iron Man.
Thank you. Today visiting us, we have Tony Stark as Ryan Kowalski in the new portrayal of Iron Man.
Thank you. Clap as much as you want.
So, Mr. Stark, how did you use radiation to save your life?
Well, I used palladium from missiles I found to act as a superconductor to power a magnet, keeping shrapnel out of my heart.
Well, this palladium is radioactive, isn't it?
No, it actually isn't, but a lot of its isotopes are radioactive. It also is one of the few elements that is a superconductor at room temperature.
But this palladium ended up harming you, didn't it?
Yes, it nearly took my life and I almost died. The radiation entered my blood flow and started giving off gamma radiation. Not what people started calling palladium radiation.
Now, for those of you who have seen Iron Man 2, you'll see the effects that are portrayed in the movie. his blood concentration, the lines on his skin, and so on. So, what was that like?
That's not in my script. Your people didn't answer that for me, so I feel like I can't answer that. But, bottom line, gamma radiation is bad for you. Unless you're me, you won't handle it. I'm Iron Man.
Anyway, well, pretty soon we're going to go back to Patrick Lyman for the weather. So I hope this movie helps you distinguish fact from fiction in a few different superhero movies.
While many things in superhero movies may seem awesome and exciting, it's usually because they're actually made up. However, the sci-fi writers do a good job at keeping their stories as close to realistic science as possible.
In the stories of Spider-Man, Hulk, and Iron Man, we learn that radiation can cause life-changing events.
While you aren't likely to become a green monster or start shooting webs, radiation can change your life by giving you diseases such as cancer.
Something movies really show well is the fact that radiation can be used for good or bad. It can be used for X-rays and MRIs, but can also cause diseases, depending on the circumstances. So, before we end the video, any questions?